We'll go. We'll start things off here with JT.
And as you just saw on your screen, the stat from COD Stats, it just shows that Joe is a really good objective player, and he's going to be doing a lot of that work for your Aware squad. But right now, we're going to have an initial break from Mindfreak getting in the hill first, but PD is going to come right back and score. Fida able to clean him up, though, so a lot of contest time going down in this hill, but whoever has the most slaying power is going to be able to take more time off of this hill.
Yeah, obviously, you'll usually find team and players located in the back wall, and then a player from inside of towers will poke out every now and again, grab a couple of kills, poke back in and away, and help your team try and grab as much time as they can inside the hill. 10-3 right now in favour of Mindfreak here as Fighter gets the two-piece there in that background. You do notice he's on a 2-kill streak, 3-1 to his name right now. As him and Buzzin both sit up and set around to try and shut these players down from the other side of Aware Game. But Aware Gaming still, very much alive in this game. This is only the first hill, and this hill here in Courtyard is the most contested one out of all of them.
Yeah, so Mindfreak, pretty good lead right off the rip. In Shocks, you see, is at 5-1 with a 3-kill streak going on right now, and he's already got the rotations for his team over there by that poolside. And Joe was going to try to come down the back, but Dens is going to shut him down immediately.
I want to correct myself there as well. I don't think Courtyard is probably the most contested. It's probably inside of Z, the back hotel area with the 4 entrances. That's usually the most contested hotel on this map of Retreat. But right now, these guys are at Turtle or Back Statue, as I like to call it. Fighter isn't that hill. He's on 6-3 right now, just sitting back, getting some time for his teammates while Denzel's inside there a second ago, picking up a kill or two. Fighter helping out. Fighter's just trying to dash backwards there. Can't do much, but 44-8, that scoreline is now at after a minute and a half.
It was a little bit disappointing because Shocks' kill streak ended up getting ended by his teammate with the grenade, but that has not affected Mindfreak at all, as they have been able to rack up the lead now to 50-10, but Aware is trying to break the hill, and a lot of contest time going down, but Mindfreak just able to pull away with that as well. They're going to get the scrap time, and they already have players rotating over towards lobby.
Yeah, Den's chilling in that one right now, just waiting for these guys to come out. Buzzin's, sorry, just also pushing up for that next hard point here as well. You will, of course, see players from both teams inside there. PD and JT both in there. I was watching Watson before. Watson's having a good Slayer match so far, 10-6. Not so much on the capture side, only 1 cap to his name. But JT right now with the control here inside that hill, keeping players at bay. Watson trying to hide in there behind that lobby reception desk, and there's all of those chairs. Couldn't do much about it. MF pushed in there really convincingly, I'd have to say, and just clear that area out. But again, a team kill from this MF squad. Not something you want to see in this sort of level right now.
So Dens right there was able to get a 3-piece to break the hill and was on a 5-kill streak. And for the second time, Fida apparently does not like when his teammates do that, because he also team killed for the second time, just ending the streaks of his teammates. So Fida, don't know what's going on there, but needs to tone out the nades a little bit on the teammates that are on streaks, because those are not the players you want to stop. But after that, Aware Gaming was able to build up a little bit of a score. Now only a 37-74 deficit as they were holding the hill, and now it's just going back to more contest time.
As you see now, the MF squad and the boys push on in for this next hill. Of course, it will be down at Cafe. Fighter trying to come up high there to get that opposite side of the spawn that he wanted. Den's now behind 2 players. There's one there. Can't get the second. Nice turn around there by JT to pick up that kill. Fighter was in the hill there for a second as well. He got taken down. Buzzin now trying to clear house a little bit here. Nade's coming in from his teammates for support there. Shocks is there, as is Dens. Both trying to help them each other out, as Dens does put some shots in there. Fighter cleans up 1 kill. JT comes in, gets the team kill and wants them, but also takes down Fighter at the same time here. 89-40, that scoreline.
Yeah, again, another team kill coming in, this time for Aware, and that's really what allowed Mindfreak to push back up, because they had even numbers just going back and forth without any player really able to break into the hell for anything of note. But now PD is going huge. We're getting a 3-piece, trying to get the 4, not going to be able to do that, but Joe coming in right behind him to clean up Dents, allowing Aware to break. So another absolutely huge play out of this Aware squad to get contest time for this hill.
Yeah, definitely great work there by PD clearing that area out. You got JT and Joe. Dents, however, comes back with a 2-piece of his own, gets shut down at the same time there by PD as he tries to push on upstairs. 95-60 the scoreline currently is. Just under 6 minutes remain now on the clock as we head into that top side of this hill. Now, this hill here is one you can sort of get a good 30-40 seconds on if you had that right set up, the good containment shield. Dens comes on in to clear that area out, and Nade comes in from Buzzin. Dens is not having luck with teammates and their nades.
No, not at all, and that's really going to be hurting this Mindfreak squad, as Aware with PD right there getting a 2-piece while he's in the hill are slowly starting to work their way back in this match now. They're down by just about 30 points with 34 seconds left on this hill. A lot of kills are coming in for Mindfreak though, so Mindfreak able to break that hill for the time being, and Aware is going to be trying to push in around this backside to get that time back.
Shock, Den's just going shocks his town, got picked up there beforehand. He didn't want to push up in that hill, he wanted to try and make his time and get up in there before. JT, his turnarounds are on point right now. He's done it at least 3 times that I've seen so far, maybe even more. Joey's in here now as well as PT as they try and get this hill time and try and close that gap. It's the 19-point game now. PT's 2-piece really helping them along. Joe's on a 3-score streak as that hill will rotate back on our side, and these guys will get set and try and get what hill time they can out of that one.
You're right, after that first set of rotations, Mindfreak has a slight lead, but Aware's really just been fighting their way back pretty consistently. So we're back to this original hard point that Mindfreak definitely got the better of Aware the first time through, so Aware's looking to turn that around. And you see again, it's just going back to that contest. Aware, Watson right there, able to pick up 2 kills, and PD coming in right behind him to clean up Buzzo, but then both those players immediately drop, and that was another 2-piece from Dens. Just action so much, but no one able to lock down this hill for really anything substantial.
Seeing so many 2-pieces in that kill feed right now, but you know, it's not doing that much difference. Petey with the big 3-piece just said, finding them all lining up for him, and he's just going to chill inside that hard point. He's got 6 captures, 3-score streak, 25 and 22 to his KD ratio right there as Fighter comes in to say, that is enough, mate. We'll take this hill back and we'll get a little bit of lead at the same time. 112 to 100 right now, 5 seconds left in that current hard point.
Yeah, Mindfreak able to pick up the scrap time right there. However, Aware has the spawns and control of the next hard point. You see 2 players spawning at the bottom of the map right there, trying to work their way around back steps, and that's an important gunfight that Buzzo does win. So Mindfreak able to put down contest time for this hill. The gunfight comes in, and Buzzo is now your last player alive from Mindfreak before his teammates spawn back in. So Aware still able to hold this one down, but Mindfreak doing everything they can to come back into this hill to break it, as Buzzo just does.
Yeah, Buzzing getting that kill, that right kill at the right time, staying alive, letting their recovery hit in, and then coming back into the challenge with those double nades. This allows the Mindfreaks guys to keep this lead right now. They're slaying right on point. They've got to watch out for these high nades coming in though, as there's the stuns plays challenging Petey and Joe, both clean house. Dens hits a nade in. 4 players down right now, and it's going to allow Aware Gaming to regain control of this hard point and try and close that gap yet again.
Yeah, and really great stuff. We just saw out of Buzzo there, who was also on a 6 streak to help his team break the hill. He was the last one alive spawn for his team, but instead of going in for any glory plays, he took his time, picked off 1 or 2 Aware players, and then his team was able to come up and break it. But now, Aware Gaming has taken the lead for the first time in this match. Shoxo getting a 2-piece in the hill, but Aware ready for this next hill. They're going to be trying to go down this pool side to break it. They have 2 players towards double Ds, 2 players towards pool, and it looks like they're going to be trying to work together, but the kills are just going either way. Now we're going to have contest time in this hill.
Yeah, Petey just in there by himself. It's such a close game. 1-point match right now. 2.5 minutes on the clock still to go. 40 seconds in this current hard point. Right now, Dens is in there challenging up against Petey. Dens is still alive. Petey's still alive. Den gets dropped there by Joe in the outside area. So now it's going to be Petey still getting this point. He's got 9 caps to his name. He's on a 3-score streak. Just waiting for these guys to challenge these doorways. His teammates are there to help him out as well. A quick little change over to the ASM1 as well. These guys are cleaning house right now from Aware Gaming. They're increasing their lead bit by bit. It's now a 19-point game. This is after a while they've been down so far. So it's very nice work by Aware to answer back this close in and this far into a match. 2 minutes left on the clock here, Chance. And right now it's Mindfreak getting this last bit of scrap time.
Yeah, now it's just down to the final 4 seconds of this hill, and it looks like the only player over towards the next one is going to be 2 players from Aware Gaming who spawned up, but fights are going to go down, and Fida actually able to pick up Joe right there, so Mindfreak has the early control of this next hill, but they're down by 16 seconds, so they're going to need everything they get. Shox right now doing everything he can to work up cross, and Buzzo trying to cover him, but Watson able to pick up a punch right there on Dens. Aware, they just need to contest this hill and try to break it out, but Fida is doing an extremely good job, and Shox has been able to stay alive for so long.
Yeah, you know, Shox is just working that door to his advantage, jumping up and down, keeping it alive, keeping these guys away and at bay. Shox, Dens is now in there right now, 168. Mindfreak back in the lead, 120 on the clock, looking away for any which way these players can come from. Mindfreak trying to lock down Cafe, and it's so hard with those 4 points of access. You've got the 2 staircase either side, you've got the 2 spine of spawn. Buzzer's 2-piece there, helping them out, giving them a 10-point lead here and counting. 15 seconds left on this current hard point. They've got to start wondering when it is time to start the rotation for the next.
So it looks like Aware has been able to break through that hill. Only 9 seconds left on the hill, and it looks like Aware is not actually going to be able to pick up the scrap time. Mindfreak is going to be getting that. So they have a lead of about 10 seconds going into the final hill. 50 seconds left in this match, and neither team has control of the hill quite yet.
No, obviously this is a big hill as well. If you can look it down the right way, you can get a fair bit of time out of it. It's all about that right positioning at the right time. Joe now upstairs, 1 player challenging him backstairs as well. They've got a player at the front door, and they just found them all out. It's 187 now now to 185. 30 seconds left on the clock. It's a 5-point game. That kill feed coming up right now in favour of the Aware Gaming team, as these guys do have the lockdown area situated. 10-point in the game. One player in these backstairs. A great lockdown here by Aware. Unless they're getting broken right now by Shox. Shox is two-piece just then. Might have helped him out, but Watson comes in from the outside. Gets an extra. Can't finish off that two-piece either. It's now a 14-second game, but it's not going to be enough. It's going to be about a 1 to 2 point game. Even if Mindfreak grab all this remaining time, it still won't give them that win there. But what a great first match between these two teams. Look at the score. It's 200 points to 199. A 1-point game with Aware Gaming taking it out. Mindfreak had the lead for the most part of that there chance. What a great start to a series. Shox dropping 40 bomb. Dem's dropping a 40 bomb. Fighter on 31 there as well. You got 45 kills for Petey. Watson on 42 was it there as well. So 2 40 bombs for both teams. A 1-point game, like, wow.
That is absolutely insane. Both teams having their moments. 3 or 4 different players out of Mindfreak. Obviously, there's only 4 players, but a lot of different times going on ridiculous kill streaks, 6, 7 times. But team kills coming in, which kind of stopped that. But then 3 pieces coming in from both squads. Aware, I think PD had 1 or 2 of them. And according to that, like that last and final hill, Aware able to build up just a slight lead, holding it down. But then Mindfreak breaking it out just at the last possible second. Barely being too late for that, but that is a fantastic start to this matchup. It looks like we're going to have 2 very even teams in our hand, and our next map is going to be Search and Destroy on Detroit. Now, I got to ask, after a performance like that, them being so even, who do you think is going to walk away with the next win?
You know, I'm honestly unsure. I haven't seen much of the S&D side of things from Aware, so I can't really say from my expertise, from my point of view. I feel that they're a very strong team. Obviously, if both teams can drop 40 bombs each, and, you know, just slaying power-wise, it looks like that the team of Aware have a very strong slaying power team there. I feel that this is going to come down to the wire as well. I think that it'll be a 6-4, if not 6-5 game in this S&D. Like, you know, I want to say Mindfreak, but that's more of a passion behind saying Mindfreak than an actual realistically tip, I guess you could say. But I feel that Mindfreak can answer back in this S&D. I saw them do it earlier on against some other teams as well. You know, lose the first game and then win the S&D. So I think this will be their chance to do that as well once again.
Sounds good. I don't want to count either teams out. Mindfreak obviously being the top Aussie team, and then Aware, again, not necessarily top EU team, but the way they've been playing, they've been proving themselves. Yeah. And it's kind of like Envy earlier. This is not a team I want to doubt because they've been able to do some absolutely incredible things this tournament. COD Champs has where they are started to turn themselves up, and we are going to get to the second match right after this break. Welcome back to the 2015 COD World Championship, God dang it, presented by Xbox. Right now, we're on board with an absolutely phenomenal match so far. You got Aware Gaming just barely able to squeak out a win by 1 single point, 200 to 199 against the Aussie team Plantronics Mindfreak.
There's a very close match indeed. These guys getting set up and ready for their next match. Like we said, it is going to be Detroit S&D coming in hot right now. And, you know, we'll look at the map flyover as you see on your screens. Of course, that is that A bomb side. Also, we'll see a lot of teams head for that one. But B as well is a heavy favourite for some. Atlas Control Center in that middle part. And we will be starting things off and following the attacking team more often than not here this time around. Now, I want to kick things off here with Dan's. Now, Dan's had a great game last time. He did get nated a few times by his teammates, but we'll see what he can do this time around for him and the squad of Mindfreak.
Yeah, every single thing I ever heard about Dens was all positive about him just being a phenomenal player, being, if not the best, one of the best players in Australia, and he's going to be able to spot that player crossing right there in the B-bomb site, and he's going to be able to call that out for his team. Just gathering information. You see he switches his class away from the sniper, so using that purely for information gathering purposes.
So we're here with still with Dens and just highlighting all the other players from that Mindfreak squad. You can see them still back in their base. We're going to map up a bit higher for you all since nothing much is really happening down there. But the blue side of things obviously is that Mindfreak team. Over to the other side, you'll see them highlighting the players from that team of Aware Gaming. You just see where they're located. They've got two in that A defense, one out the back just in case he needs to rotate from B to A, and one inside the B-bomb site. But right now, still a very slow push here from this Mindfreak squad.
It does look Mindfreak is going to be trying to move in an A as Shox is able to pick up a snipe right there on Watson. Is going to try and get a second pick right there. So man advantage early on in favor of the Plantronics Mindfreak, and Shox just kind of taking pop shots, scaring the other team back. I don't believe he's actually seeing into there. But that's also going to be serving as a distraction as he's able to pick up that kill on PD, as Mindfreak is going to be rotating this bomb towards your B-bomb site.
Yeah, Shox obviously working that distraction side of things. He does have a player still inside, and I think this is where it's caught on. They've realised it's going to be a flank back and around, so now it becomes a 1v3 here for JT. He's on the hunt there, but they know he's going to be in that backside of school, and they'll take him down, picking up the first round, making it now 1-0 here in S&D on Detroit. Obviously, a good round there. You know, Shox obviously being that distraction side of things, getting those peaks, getting those 2 kills where it needed to be. And then, of course, Fighter and Dan picking up a kill each as well, while Buzzin was trying to put that bomb down. So, onto the offense, the Aware Gaming squad will go while Mindfreak hit up the D.
You know, I don't think I've seen a distraction work quite so well as that. I mean, eventually Aware did catch on to the rotation, but he was still able to draw out a second person to get to challenge it that he was able to clean up to give them a 42-round advantage. But now we're going to be hopping on board with JT going over in towards this pit area. They're clearly going to be working the B-bomb site, and only one player from your Plantronics Mindfreak is in there in preparation. But Dens is going to be able to clean up PD with a nade.
Yeah, Dan's obviously testing the waters, that second nade there as well, thinking, okay, so maybe they've got more than one person trying to challenge here back school. Nade comes in from Joe there to find Shox as well to even things up. 3 players apiece left here in the round. Mindfreak do have 2 players inside the hospital there. You can see pretty much in the dead center of the map, so just watch out for that. They've got 2 players just chilling around that one area. 1 player inside, 1 player on the outside wall. I think that's Buzzin using the outside wall. Yeah, it is. Watching that mid-cut push. Buzzin will find Watson on 1. Joe then trades back on Buzzin, cleaning up to make it a 2v2 as JT wants to push inside here at school.
Fida able to pick up a kill on Joe right there, so it's going to now be a 2-on-1, and both Fida and Dens are perfect so far. 2 kills and no deaths. JT is going to be able to challenge, but he's going to get cleaned up, so Mindfreak's going to go up 2 rounds to none. And something I saw out of a player, I believe it was Shox, he was running an ASM-1 with a thermal sight on it and also had smokes. So I've never actually seen that before at all, to run a thermal sight on an ASM-1, but it seems to be a strat that these Aussies might be trying to break out and search.
That's a Fizzip thing right there. It sounds like something you see Fizzip probably using, but no, I saw that as well, and I sort of think, oh yeah, what if it's going to work for you? See, he just changed back out of it just then a second ago. You know, so he had it set up there as well once again. But of course, we'll stay with Shox here to start this round off. He did get a nice little sniper kill. He's got a few players though meeting up here at A. 1 player looking to boost around. Ryan meeting him right in front of the face there. Couldn't get it out quick enough to clean that kill up, but Fighter does come back and they do trade off 2-on-1 just then, the Aware Gaming squad. So good odds for them being up here in this round, 3v2. Dan's and Buzzin up against PD, JT and Watson.
And Aware making a great counter right there. Obviously, last round, there was 2 picks coming in from that side with the sniper rifle, so they just rushed it all out and were able to get 2 kills because of it, because they were able to trade off of the kill after Joe was taken down. So countered that original strat out of Mindfreak perfectly, and now they have the advantage because of it. And you see Buzzo slowly trying to work this B-bomb side. It looks like he might actually be able to spot a player. The player's actually behind the wall. COD Vision is messing with me a little bit, but actually he could be able to run this in straight to B-bomb right now, but I believe he was spotted from that player from Hospital, so the rotation is going going to be slowly coming in from Aware.
Yeah, he obviously saw that player inside the hospital as well, so now they're just trying to bait that one out. Dens is aware as a player just inside of there, so we'll change over to him. Of course, there is on player challenging here. Dens will get this kill, cleaning it up, making it a 2v2 now. 23 seconds left, though. They've got to pick up that second kill. Oh, Dens coming out with the team help from Buzzin there with putting the first tags in, picking up the assist. Last player in the back of school. Buzzin decides to go on inside, gets tags on him, decides to go for the plant instead. Will he challenge here? Dens is going to have to try and back him up. Nade rolls on in, gets a tag on him, perhaps. Oh, he sends it back at him instead, but still gets the kill, and the round will go to Mindfreak 3-0, but a big play out of that last remaining player there from Aware.
Yeah, such a confidence play out of Dens. You see right here in your final kill cam, the player was actually able to bounce a nade off the wall that Dens just skipped right past. And, you know, he's playing at 6-0 on a 6 kill streak. Obviously, he has not died yet. Just doing phenomenally so far. Basically being able to do whatever he wants with this Aware squad. So Mindfreak showing so far to be a pretty dominant search team.
Oh, they are. We'll find out if they can keep it going, though, or will Aware change something up just ever so slightly and perhaps shut down Dens. And in doing so, will they be able to get a couple of rounds in their own right? Joe making a very, the three-man push on defense out of Mindfreak. Joe was not expecting that, neither was JT, as Watson now picks up one, drive for the second one there, becomes now a 2v2 because Petey has helped out with picking up shocks. So Dens and Fighter up against Petey and Watson. Watch out behind you, Watson. One player is there with you, and he doesn't even see him for a little while.
I have no idea why Fighter even took so long to get that kill. It looks like Watson basically bumped into him. I think Fighter might have just thought that was teammate because there's no way an enemy player is just going to bump into you in the middle of the map. But that's exactly what happened. So again, PD left in a 1 versus 2, and these are the two worst people to be going in a 2v1 against Dens, sitting at 6-0 and Fighter 5-1.
So right now, Petey on our screens, you see that minimap where the other two players from Mindfreak are located inside of school in that back pit area, also garage. And right now, Petey just getting that bomb down here at the A-bomb site. Of course, now he'll be able to set the pace for the remaining part of this round. He's going to run straight up towards Dens, though. Dens has seen him just then. So right now, it's going to become a 1v2 still. And just then, Sand Fighter will find him, take him down, and the defusal will happen. So that's 4 rounds in a row right now for Mindfreak here. What do you feel Aware have to sort of perhaps do here? Is it just shut down Dens and Fighter pretty much? Like they're on 6-1 and 6-0?
I mean, yeah, you're going to have to. I mean, you saw 2 rounds ago, they actually had a counter shot perfectly and it gave them the man advantage, but then they just proved to be too good at search and destroy. Dens and Fighter, you know, again, having phenomenal games right now. So these two players working in tandem have been great so far. So Aware going to have to figure out a way to answer that back. And of course, you're going to expect JT and Watson to be stepping up probably at this very round. And again, Dens going back to that information gathering B cross.
Yeah, obviously he's going to try and want to get this pick here. He might try and time it. Oh, no, 2 players actually putting shots in there. One trying for the quick scope, it seemed. Not too sure if that was Buzzin or Fighter perhaps doing that one. It was Buzzin who was trying to shoot over Dens' head and pick that early shot off. But still, like we said, it's round number 5 right now between Mindfreak and Aware Gaming here. It's into Detroit and Dens. Well, I want to stay on board with him just because of the fact he's on 6-0, but at the same time, Fighter's on 6-1. Fighter better come into a play. There's 2 players on the outside here. He's going to try and get a bank nade in there, perhaps. He will. Players actually challenging at the exact same time as that COD timing. You know, it's always going to work against someone, and that time was against the Aware Gaming guys. But no one being dropped yet so far here in this round.
Yeah, all 4 Mindfreak players spread out across the map. A gunfight is going to go down. Fighter able to get that wall bang on PD. Of course, you can shoot through all of the black windows on this map. So man advantage in favor of your Mindfreak squad, but still, the time is against them right now. They only have 30 seconds to end around. They're plant the bomb, and fights are going to go down inside of the B bomb site. Joe is going to get cleaned up, so that is going to allow them to plant this bomb. Buzzo is going to be doing that as we speak. Only 2 players left alive for Aware.
Yeah, great comms just there. Fighter saw one of those last players, Vinny may have been, watched JT come across the back from trailer, heading towards the back of school. So they know he's there. You can see that's why they're lined up and all watching that one direction. Putting all those shots in. Now picking the round up there. It becomes 5-0 now to Mindfreak. They're 1 round away from a clean sweep in regards to an S&D here up against Aware Gaming. I sort of feel that, you know, Aware just aren't having the right sort of luck up against Mindfreak. You know, after such a close hardpoint game, on a slaying standpoint, these guys seem to be very equal, but perhaps just Mindfreak's S&D on Detroit is just a bit better than what the Aware Gaming have in their book.
And you got to imagine what's going through Aware Gaming's head right now is, hey, you know, we're down 5 rounds to none. We got to worry about these next 2 respawns because if we end up having to go to a game 5, you know, it's looking really good for Mindfreak. So they're going to be focused on their respawn game. You know, they were shown they were able to get 1 win out of it, but it was not by much. So Mindfreak able to compete just as well, and great for them to be able to come back again. Fighter having an outstanding game at 8-1. Dens hasn't gotten a kill in like 2 or 3 rounds, but it doesn't matter because, well, until I tried to bring him up, he was perfect.
Taken down just there in the background, but we do have Fighter still on that MS side. He's on 8-1, which I think might be like a 7 kill streak. I think he died first round in. So just there, shots come out. Buzzing gets picked up after he trays off on Joe by JT, and JT gets himself on the scoreboard with that breadstick there now, as well as Watson. So it becomes a 2v3. You got PD, Watson, and JT here remaining for the Aware Gaming squad. Bomb in hand with JT. Looking to perhaps go in and put that bomb down here at the B-bomb site inside of school. They know that something's going to be happening very soon, so JT is trying to bait them out, bring them towards him. This will change a bit of Watson and PD. They're all inside the school area here. Shox and Fighter have a bit of work to do now. They've got to try and break that setup that this team of Aware Gaming have, and Fighter does so nicely with picking that one.
Yeah, and Mindfreak boys have already clutched 1, 2 versus 3, and now they've already evened out to 2v2. Huge gunfight going down, and Shox able to destroy JT right there. JT having a bit of a rough game, a 1 and 6, and Fighter finishing off with the 7 kill streak. Mindfreak is gonna get the hot 6-0. Oh, that's gonna be terrifying for Aware if they end up in game 5, but that's gonna tie your series up 1 game to 1. Our next map is going to be Uplink Biolab. I'm gonna ask you the same thing since you know your Aussie boys. How do you expect this map to go?
I'd expect if it was Uplink come back, it would be a lot more Mindfreak, because I know that they love that map and they would prefer the comeback side of things. Their Biolab game isn't bad, but definitely not the strongest out of all the Uplink maps. So I dare say, you know, it could be another respawn game. If Aware can outslay them like they were during a lot of that time on the Hardpoints, and just, you know, get a bit more setup where it comes into like a bit more map control, then I feel that Aware can definitely come back and take the series 2-1 in that sort of situation. But I feel the momentum behind Mindfreak after getting a 6-0 S&D and after losing a Hardpoint by 1 point, like, that's just the confidence thing. It's just like, okay, we only lost the Hardpoint 1 point. They didn't destroy us. We then just destroyed them in an S&D match 6-0. Like, just their mindset right now is definitely in a massive big favor for them.
Yeah, Mindfreak Gaming definitely looking strong coming out of that search and destroy. Uplink Biolab is going to be your next map after this commercial break.
Welcome back to the Call of Duty Championship for 2015. Right now we are live